Hello, my name is Hannah Baycroft and I have been using Monoshield on my two horses. I first heard about Monoshield through racehorse trainer Jo Davies, who's based in Wiltshire. I follow her on Facebook and she does these blog posts, and that's when she mentioned Monoshield. She mentioned that she uses it on her ulcer-prone horses as a way of healing them and also as a preventative. So I was immediately interested when I read that. I wanted to try Monoshield because I was already having my own problems with my horse. I've had my thoroughbred for just over 2 years and the retraining process was very slow. There was lots of factors that made that slow, and I had a suspicion she had ulcers or some kind of tummy problem. When I first had her, she had a really bad accident. It meant she was on box rest for a while and she was on antibiotics. Of course, that can upset the bacteria in the tummy. I thought that could have been a cause to her ulcers. She started to look at me when doing up the girth, and of course horses are always trying to tell us something. We just have to figure out what it is they're saying. And then it got to the point where she tried to bite me, and she's never done that before. Her head carriage should be really high, she'd be evading the bit, running away from me, and she was all telling me that something was wrong. I got her scoped and the scope did show that she had some of the lining worn away from her tummy, which meant the acid splash would have been irritating her, which would have made sense what all these signs were telling me. So she was telling me that she had a sore tummy. Monoshield has been amazing on my horses and it's really surprised me. It's been better than I thought it would have been. Just 2 weeks into using the product, my thoroughbred's coat looked phenomenal, and she was so shiny that people would actually say to me on the yard, "Oh, you must have bathed her, or you must have used hot oils on her," and I hadn't. She was gleaming, and obviously that meant that inside she was feeling much better and healthier. When I next saw my instructor, she had noticed the dapples on her coat and I hadn't noticed that, and she had said to me that, you know, she's really looking great now, she's starting to pick up. Monoshield is, you know, it's not just for thoroughbreds, it's also for other horses. So I have an Appaloosa and I put her on it too, and I really wanted to kind of health her up a bit. I mean, and where we are in London, the grass isn't amazing, so having this extra boost of nutrients go in. She's been out jumping, she's been team chasing, and that's really helped. The other thing which was huge, Violet, the thoroughbred, began to become round and work in a frame. She'd never done that before. She'd be running away from me, her head was in the air. As soon as she started to work in a frame, I was gobsmacked, and I knew that this was a new start now to our training process. She looked so poor coming out of winter. Her coat looked awful. I was really struggling to keep the weight on her, to build muscle, and Monoshield has just helped give her that boost, the nutrients that she needs, helped fix the problems in her tummy, and I'm just so grateful that I found the product, because honestly I really didn't know what to do, and especially when there's so many different things on the market, whether that's feed or supplements, it's really hard to know what to do. So hearing from people that work in the thoroughbred industry that this worked for them, I knew it was the product for me to use. I can't emphasize how great this product has been. I highly recommend it.